The biggest change in teenagers over the last decade is that the default state of teenage psychology used to be boredom and now is anxiety. A high school teacher said this, and I'm curious if any of you out there have worked with teenagers over the long term. Have you observed this to be true? Because every once in a while a post will go viral on social media where somebody younger will ask old guys like me, what did you used to do for fun before the internet and smartphones and video games existed? Didn't you get bored out of your mind? And yes, we did. I didn't get into that much trouble as a kid, but every time I did, it was because of boredom. Keep in mind, when I was very young, the television only had 3 broadcast channels, and there was no such thing as watching video on demand. You watched whatever was on. So as you became a teenager, it's not just that boredom was the dominant state of your mind, it's that boredom was the great motivator. We didn't go out and run around the woods by our house because we thought it was keeping us in shape. It was boredom. Boredom drove us to go out and try things. Not always productive things either. One day we spent the whole day trying to find something out there we could set on fire. But boredom is absolutely what got me started writing. It's what motivated me to get my first job. It's what motivated me to go off to college, because the small town where I grew up in, there just weren't things to do around there. I was bored. I thought that place was boring. I wanted out. And this is the part that I think people really don't understand. Then when we talk about how Gen Z isn't really living their lives because of anxiety, that they're too anxious to ask each other out on dates, or they're too scared to go out and learn new hobbies, or even to make friends. It's not that we weren't anxious back then. I went to the doctor as a kid for my anxiety. I used to get physically ill from it. It's just that to overcome that barrier took something very, very powerful. And that powerful thing was boredom. So having a world where it's actually a lot of fun to spend time alone, where there's infinite media you can consume on demand, there's definitely a trade-off there. Because everything that I am, everything that I know how to do is the result of a young version of me trying to avoid being bored.